Hi friends, I can't wait to introduce you to the guests I have joining me on today's show. To kick things off, I'm sitting down with a former Division I athlete who's overcome adversity and is now helping others heal through their own stories. Next, we're celebrating AAPI Heritage Month with Billy Dec, founder of Sunda New Asian, and learning how you can make one of their delicious new dishes at home. Then I'll talk with singer-songwriter Tim Timmons about his incredible story and how he encourages others to put Jesus into practice in the regular rhythms of our days. Finally, I'm sharing some unique gift ideas for moms, dads, and grads that will last long beyond the celebrations themselves. So sit back and get ready to listen and learn, because this is the Sami Cone Show.
From the News Channel 5 Network, this is the Sami Cone Show.
So many of us can let the pain of life bring us down, but my next guest has really turned his trials into triumphs and is going to help us help you do the same with your story. Darryll Stinson, welcome to the Sami Cone Show.
What's up?
What's up? I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
There's so many ways we could go with this, but you, I mean, former Division I athlete, you were, I mean, is it fair to say that you were suicidal at one point?
Suicide survivor.
I mean, first of all, I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
You're adding so much, but your life could have easily gone another direction.
Totally.
What was something that pulled you? I hate to say, like, you know, just give us that magic moment, but like, how did you get from that to where you are today?
It was easy. Everything that I put my identity in, my sports, my identity as an athlete got stripped away from me. I was too injured to play. My girlfriend for 4.5 years left me, got engaged to another man, and all of the things that I was using to hide behind got stripped away, and that made me suicidal. And I ended up in a psychiatric unit in Detroit, Michigan, and it was there two things happened. I found faith, and I also started to find mental health practices that taught me that I could build my life from the inside out, not just the outside in.
Yeah, that's hard though too, 'cause a lot of us struggle with mental health issues, and sometimes it can be almost more frustrating to be like, well, just be more positive, or pray your way out, or take a drug. Like, any of those things can seem almost overwhelming in a bad way, but something obviously struck a nerve with you. What was that practice like of really developing a new sense of self and putting yourself out there again?
Man, I just, you know, when you attempt to end your life and then you survive that, it's like you have this appreciation for the gift of life. And I knew, like, you know, at that moment that, man, if God saved me, like, I must be alive for a purpose. And so, like, that wanting to figure out why was a big driving force. And then those mental health practices, to see that I could access the same feelings of health, of vitality, of freedom, of thriving, of aliveness without having to play sports to do it, was like, oh, there's a different way to do life. And so those things drove me for a while.
Well, and now you're the CEO and co-founder of the Seeding Greatness speaking agency, right? So, and you're helping people turn their message into a movement. That sounds super awesome and totally overwhelming. So what is, you know, if someone's out there, maybe they're not looking to speak, but they want to make a difference in their family and their community. What's one step that they can take right now to do that?
I believe that the greatest wisdom is found beneath our deepest pain. Literally just took my wife through the same process that we take our clients through, had her first session like literally right before we came here. And we had to go into the stories that even she's uncomfortable telling me. And man, there was all this resistance of like, oh, I don't want to open Pandora's box. But inside of that was, man, such juicy wisdom, because there's our lived experience and then there's our learned experience. Our learned experience is typically what we know. It's our degrees, it's our work experience, but it's our lived experience where all the juice is. It's like the thing that makes us uniquely us. Yeah,
and don't you find that if we don't talk about that, it's going to repeat itself not only in our lives, but in future in our children's lives, in our families' lives.
Totally, but whether consciously or subconsciously, 100%.
Yeah, so I mean, is it just finding the right person to do that with, or finding, you know, because that's the key, right, is safety and sharing that message?
Well, you know, you have to have safety and trust within yourself. Like, man, like, you know, it's funny, at the beginning of the session, my wife was like, I don't know if I'm scared to go here. I don't know if I'm going to find what we're actually looking for. And everybody actually has that hesitation. Is there really something juicy here, or am I just going to like re-traumatize myself? But the purpose isn't to relive the pain. It's to redeem the pain.
That's beautiful. You talk a lot about resonance as well. What does that mean for you, especially if someone's wanting to take this message to the next level?
Well, okay, so on a speaker scale, it's like the thing that makes you pause and pay attention. It's when you're watching the commercial and everything's noise, but it's the thing that makes you go, oh, pause, let me grab my camera, let me do it. Something resonates with me. from a everyday life standpoint, it's like, hey, you ever been talking to your spouse, or you ever been talking to your significant other, you've ever been talking to your children, and it's like you're saying it and it's not registering with them. Resonance is what captures the attention. Something that's so congruent and so potent that it makes somebody stop and pay attention. That's what resonance does.
That is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got to wrap up. You've got your first book here, but you told me you're working on your second book. Can you give us a little preview of
I
what's
totally
to come?
can. It's called Speak Naked, because public speaking is like psychologically undressing in front of other people.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, there you have it. As someone that teaches public speaking, I am very interested to read that. But yeah, I love how you break it down. You and Brittany both do such a great job of really leading people through that process. So can't recommend what you do highly enough. Excited to check out that book. Where can people find more about you?
Man, just any social media at Stinson Speaks. You know, and I know it'll be on the screen and all that, you know, or just reach out to me on LinkedIn. Awesome.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out Darryll Stinson. Pick up his new book, Speak Naked, when it comes out. I really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Here to help us celebrate AAPI Heritage Month is the founder of Sunda New Asian, Billy Dec, with executive chef Mike Morales. I think we're going to try to cook, or we're just going to laugh. I'm not sure.
We're going to do both. Best laughers ever.
A little bit of both.
Okay, seriously though, you guys have got a new menu for this month, and it's really bringing, it's not just your Filipino roots, you're really bringing a lot of different Asian roots into
We always do. With New Asian, we take all of these different cultures and countries from around Southeast Asia. We integrate them into our menu by elevating the level of ingredients, the cooking styles, the presentation, and really celebrating all the beauty of Southeast Asia.
Yeah, so we're making shaking beef today.
Shaking beef.
And what is the shaking?
Shaking.
Shake
Shake it up. So shaking beef is a Vietnamese dish. It's named after the method of cooking it.
Okay.
So it's basically a black and blue steak.
Yeah.
So real charred in the outside and super soft, medium rare in the middle.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off.
Very hot pan.
Very
I was going to
hot
say,
wok.
we're smoking. I mean, we're
Yes.
always smoking.
So
but
we're using filet.
Yes,
like
beautiful.
elevation. We elevated this dish.
Okay.
A lot of black pepper.
That
we're gonna
is-
massage this black pepper into it.
Yes,
Yes.
we all take a step back.
It's a lot of black pepper.
That is a lot of black
Well,
pepper.
and
But
a
does
lot
that
of
help
heat.
with the
A lot
char
of
then
heat.
too?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
And are you putting oil in the wok first?
Yes, we're
Okay.
gonna put a little bit of canola oil in the
Okay.
hot wok.
Very hot wok.
Get that pan hot
Ready?
at home, folks.
This is where the magic. Oh,
Oh my gosh, this is why he's handling the
Right.
fire and the heat. He's the
this
trained
is the
one.
shaking.
So we're gonna get this a little bit hot. While
Okay.
we're getting that, if you guys want to make our sauce.
Okay. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna give Billy the garlic.
All right, so garlic is a wonderful friend of ours, one of my favorite ingredients. I'm just trying to make you two laugh.
Billy and his garlic friends.
It's a new. It's a
All
new
right.
band.
What are you
Is that
handing
brown
me here?
sugar?
Brown-
Black pepper. What am I handing? Who's doing this
What's
recipe?
happening? What is my job here?
So that's fish
Okay,
sauce.
fish sauce, magic
sauce.
ingredient.
Okay.
Everyone cooking at home, you can marinate with this. You can
Okay.
use it as a finishing sauce, a
Okay.
dressing.
So I'm gonna
brings
do-
out a lot of umami, a lot of savory
Beautiful.
flavors. Whoa, a lot of
Whoa.
shaking
And
happening.
then lime juice. Can you hold it?
Lime
I'm gonna
juice.
whisk. So
This
this
is called
until the
teamwork.
Sugar dissolves.
Oh, until the sugar dissolves.
Yes. Put your body into it. Get the elbow in there.
Okay. Yeah. Look
Wow.
at that.
Good work.
Thank you.
Nice, quick, super tart sauce. Great for dipping.
Very bright. Really great for a salad. And it just mixes nicely with that savory, charred filet.
So this
So-
is super simple. I mean,
Super
I'm not
simple.
trying to like demystify because I did just eat this at Sunda. Would you like to whisk? Did I not whisk properly?
Well, there are chunks in here. I just want to make sure we're getting the chunks out.
Wow.
I was going to be subtle, and plus Mike's doing a lot of stuff, so I want
Now
to look
we're
like I'm doing
shaking.
a lot of stuff.
Now we're shaking.
Go, Mike.
I was
We're
voted
shaking.
most likely to be a game show hostess in high school in
I
addition
think
to best laugh. So
I
I'm
think
just
you
gonna
should
do
have got
this.
voted best laugh ever.
Okay, wait, okay. Before we actually wrap this segment up, so in front of us, we have some of the other dishes that are part of
Yes.
the AAPI menu. Can you tell us about those?
Chef Mike, go for it.
So we have our Malay style sea bass
So
with
delicious.
a cauliflower puree. This is our golden child.
Yes.
So escalar, a little bit of jalapenos, and then it's topped off with mango cream. And then my favorite, that's a tuna pork salad.
Wow.
So tuna, pork, a little bit of a lime vinaigrette. As you can see, now we're shaking it up, right?
Yeah.
all that. You're getting a nice char on it.
Char.
By the way, I thought I would not like that combination, but it's one of the most fascinating and delicious with
Interesting.
mangoes
Okay.
and some heat, and it's really delicious.
It's really bright. And you guys are doing a Mother's Day brunch?
Yes, the most important people in the world.
Thank you.
moms
Thank
are
you.
superheroes. We are doing a full-blown brunch. It's
Beautiful.
going to be amazing. Please join us.
Yes. So we're bringing back a buffet. So
You
big
didn't tell
spread.
me that.
Yeah,
It's a
all
huge
you can
spread.
eat.
Oh my gosh.
All you can eat.
All you
And
can
what else? We just, as you know, we opened Sunda Tampa. We just opened Sunda in the Meatpacking District of Chicago.
Right.
And we just announced we're opening Sunda in Detroit next.
And you have I hear as a request from Chef Mike Morales, a nightclub concept coming
Oh my
to Printer's
gosh.
Alley?
Yes.
Did you forget that you
the
have something
world
else?
famous Printer's Alley. We are so blessed and honored to have a new home there. It's called the Blueprint Supply Company. It's an underground cocktail nightclub. The underground has been around for 18 years in Chicago. We're bringing it here,
Love it.
and we're celebrating the Blueprint. We used to live there. It was an old factory 100 years ago. And so we're doing this amazing live music club that we invite everyone out to.
This looks so good. So that's coming soon.
Very
Okay.
soon.
This you can get right now at Sunda New Asian here in the Gulch. If you're here with us in Nashville, oh my gosh, Mike, like seriously. This is so, I mean, like it's so toothsome, bitesome. How do we describe it? Like it's succulent? What's the right
It's
word?
savory, unctuous.
Unctuous. Unctuous.
Very
Thank you. That's the
unctuous.
word I was
So
looking for.
You get the bitterness from the watercress.
Yeah.
Saltiness from the soy that we just hit it with.
Yep.
Right? And spiciness from the black pepper. And then the lime really brings it together and gives you this brightness, this
Yeah.
tartness that just balances really
So
well.
pretty. You guys, please
that
go
beautiful?
check this out. There are so many. If I tried to list all my favorites, I could not do it.
Do it
So,
really quick.
oh my gosh, the
One minute.
Wagyu crispy rice,
Go.
the tuna pizza,
Go.
the red dragon sushi roll,
so serious
the
right now.
miso cauliflower, the Brussels sprout salad.
Yes.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's
Those are
I'm
some
a
of my
super fan.
favorites, too.
Did I do good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Go to Sunda New Asian.
I'm starving.
There's nothing that you will not like. Everything is good, especially Mother's Day brunch. The Sunday Billy Dec, Chef Mike Morales. Thank you for being here.
And one laugh to go.
Thanks, you guys. We'll be back. We'll be back soon. We'll see you there. Tim Timmons is no stranger to pain, and yet he has a really unique way of approaching everyday life that I wanted to share with you today. Welcome, Tim Timmons,
Thank you, Sammy.
my friend, Grammy-nominated songwriter. There's so many titles, and
Yeah.
yet that doesn't really matter so
Dancer.
much. Dancer extraordinary, chef.
Chef.
Enjoyer
I
of
wish.
food?
I wish, yes. Yes, I'm a food nerd.
You are a
Yeah.
food nerd, but today, okay, let's just start out. For
Go.
people that don't know your story,
Yep.
you're not supposed to be here today. And some people say that, like, I'm not supposed to be alive. Like, you
Right.
literally aren't supposed to be alive. So can
Yeah.
you tell people what you are dealing with?
Totally. One, being so good looking.
Well,
that's hard.
that's obvious,
That's just
though,
a difficult
right?
thing.
That's just something you have to put up with every day.
No, and people ask me to share my story, and I often say, I know what you mean by my story, but
Yeah.
so I was given 5 years to live
Right. 20 years?
23 years ago.
That's incredible.
So incurable cancer, there's still tumors on my liver that they say are wearing out my heart.
Yeah.
But I just keep getting to wake up
Yeah.
every day.
yeah.
And it's become this thing, it's not my story. Like, what a stupid story. What a terrible
Mm.
story. But it's just the journey that I get to be on, and I get to have hopefully better awareness of like what actually matters today.
So that's what I want to talk to you about, and that's why you're here, because
Yep.
you and your wife and your whole family are such good people. And it's like, you're right, that's not what you focus on, and that's probably what makes being around you so beautiful, is that you really question what it means to not only be in the presence of people, but be in the presence of Jesus every day. Can you share some of those nuggets and how, because I think we have a lot of our audience that struggles with the joy and the pain simultaneously. What does that look like?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there are a few things. I write this X on my wrist
Yeah.
every morning
Yeah.
For the past 13 years.
And I asked you, why don't you just tattoo it?
Yeah.
And you say...
It's the practice of doing
Yeah.
it. So the X used to symbolize the Christ years ago.
Yeah.
And it was just this reminder of like, one of the reminders is I woke up again today. So every morning I've got like Sharpies everywhere
Right.
in my house, in my car. And I put a little X on my wrist just going, you got up again today.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. Like, if you're watching right now, you woke up again today.
Yeah.
Like, just stopping and saying, that is awesome. I'm just grateful for that, is almost been a game changer for me.
Do you, again, I don't want to over-spiritualize or under-spiritualize, but would you say that's really impacted your health in a positive way? Because I feel like you do a great job of reframing things. So even when something could be negative, you have such a unique way of approaching just your daily life, even like a breath prayer. Like, do you think that that's really contributed to?
I think all that stuff contributes, yet I also know people that were the most beautiful people I know that are not here anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
And so I don't know why I'm here or why I woke up or whether it's, my attitude but I woke up again.
I'm glad you did.
Totally. And I get to hang with you today and be with my kids and my family.
Yeah.
But I've been really struggling with this idea of gratitude and grief. And sometimes it's just like I'm so good at gratitude and I'm like, just be thankful. Don't get sad. And yet I have this deep grief in me over many different things.
Right.
And so I'm trying to figure out what is the beauty in grieving grieving things really well, and also walking with gratitude at the same time. Sometimes I've been so great at grieving and I can live in grief, and then I'm like, I get so deep into that place that there's no way to then practice gratitude. So I've just really, Jesus says, whoever hears my words and puts them into practice all week long, it's like building your house on a rock. It's wise.
Well, and I love that you said practice, because you have a podcast, you have a movement called 10,000 Minutes.
Yeah.
And it's basically, if I were to sum it up, it's not just like, we don't just need an hour with God. Like, we shouldn't just want an hour. Like, what does it look like to practice the presence of Jesus throughout the week? And that's your 10,000 minutes,
I've been
right?
like a varsity American Christian my whole life. like try to beat me. I'm so
Was that your
awesome.
letter jacket?
I have a Letterman jacket that has like a cross, like, you're awesome. And I was so good at it, but I found myself just exhausted and soul tired. And I'm like, I don't know if this thing works. Jesus is pretty amazing. I'm just so intrigued by him and his ways. But just doing the Christian thing wasn't really working. So I was like, okay, somebody told me that there are 10,080 minutes in a week. Yeah. So you're welcome. You feel smarter just because you've been.
Fun fact.
But 10,080 minutes in a week. In 80 of those minutes, I found we were just gathering as the church in some building or a home or whatever, which is awesome. But there are 10,000 minutes until we gather again, and somebody cuts me off on the road, and I have other things to show them or tell them, or just that I'm thinking about them.
Did you want to share that now?
No,
not on TV.
They're number one. But Jesus has these other ways. He's like, what if we actually blessed our enemies?
Yeah.
And that person becomes my enemy. My wife can be my enemy. My kids, my neighbors. Yet Jesus has these beautiful ways of going, hey, what would it look like for us to bless our enemies? People that think different. So that's part of my X as well, is practicing the ways of Jesus during my day.
Goodness, there's so much more we could talk about. I would love to talk more about rethinking blessing. We've got to wrap it up, but people can find you at timtimmonsmusic.com. Yeah. Tim Timmons Music on Instagram, 10,000 Minutes.
Yep, 10,000minutes.com.
All the places. And you're a worship pastor.
I'm something. I don't know if I love that title, but I get to hang with people.
You get to hang and sing and
be the church with people instead of do it with people, which is way more fun.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here.
Totally.
I love being in
Sammy.
your presence. Love you too. Make sure you check out all the things Tim is doing and just, go practice it today and be the feet of Jesus. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Tim. I have some unique gifts for moms, dads, and especially grads I have never shared before. Stick with me on this one. I'm talking about memberships. That's right. We want these gifts to go long beyond the celebration is done. So I've got a few really creative ideas, and the first is to give the gift of an alumni association membership. So whether it's your college that you're graduating from, whether it's a sorority or a fraternity, a lot of them will offer these Life Loyal, as you can see with my little jewelry box gift there. It's cheaper when you're just graduating. You can sign up for the rest of your life, and obviously that's a lot cheaper than if you were to do it month to month, and it allows your students to stay connected to their alma mater. The second membership I want you to think about is doing an AARP membership. Now get ready for me to blow your mind. You do not have to be retired to join AARP. That's right. You only have to be 18 and up. So really, if we're talking about high school graduates, college graduates, and yes, mom and dad, you can join too. There are so many great deals and discounts when you sign up for AARP. We're talking restaurants, travel discounts, even job sites, resume help, fitness videos. I mean, it is mind-blowing. Plus, if you sign up right now, literally for the next 2 days, you can get your choice of a free pickleball set or a free little charging hub there. Yes, so you'll get 2 pickleball paddles and a pickleball, all for $12 a year. I mean, this has saved us even just in cell phone discounts by itself. So I cannot recommend this one highly enough. Like I said, it may seem a little strange to give that as a gift, but like I said, you'll have the pickleball set, or you can keep it for yourself. I won't tell anyone. But the other membership I want you to consider is an identity protection membership. Now, I've partnered with Aura. This is so much more than just kind of your online. We're talking about identity theft, cyber monitoring, credit monitoring. This is one app that does it all for you. And this is the first one I found that will actually do it for your entire family. They're offering a free trial. You can go to aura.com/Sami Cone to sign up for your free trial. And what I love about this is that if you do have a student going away to college, you can actually help keep them safe. They've got the private VPN. Like I said, they're going to do those credit freezes for you if they notice some bad activity. So over at aura.com, it's a really unique offering that I just found myself, and I had to pass that on to you. Okay, so we've got those 3 memberships. The final one I want to mention is those big box stores. We're talking Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's Wholesale Club, because this is where I found so many of the best deals for my daughter when she went to college. Those dorm fridges, the mattress toppers, sheets, all of the, even those chairs and storage items. So that's a really great idea. Plus, at those big box stores, you can get gift cards at a huge discount. So even if you just want to have gifts to be able to give to someone, a graduate, you can get, you know, Starbucks gift cards at a discount. You can get Southwest Airlines gift cards at a discount. That might be something to give them a free flight to come home or see a friend. You never know what that is, but it's a great place to automatically get a discount on those things. Now you're thinking, well, Sami, I don't want to just give a gift card. Let me give you a very elegant way to give that gift. This is the Able Carry-All Tote. It was designed with Carry Media and Paula Ferris, and let me tell you, this is their best work bag yet. It comes in 2 colors. You know you've got the Able warranty. It helps empower women. You know that Able empowers women. So this is a great tote. Plus we have the wallet down there. So if you've got a guy on your list, you've got the passport holder, you could put the gift cards in the wallet. It's such a fun idea. And this is another favorite. If you have not tried the Moon Pod yet, I need you to do that. This is way beyond any beanbag chair you have tried. Once your teens especially get in this is just the footrest. We have the whole system at home, and it is incredible. So the Moon Pod is great for college dorms, but especially for anywhere that you're going to be watching your favorite game at home. And if all else fails, you can get a photo canvas like this one I got at CVS for 80% off. They're usually ready in a day. It's a great gift that will last, especially for Mother's Day this weekend. There are so many ideas. I've got all of my discount codes on samicone.com so you don't miss any of them. I hope you celebrate well, my friends. Make sure you make it a great day. Tell everyone that you love how much you feel about them, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.